So this is rumored to reveal on September 9th, and then shipping will start on September 19th. So this is a very big reveal, the new iPhone 17 lineup. And there are a lot of key changes that are coming up in this lineup, like just a whole like new design, a whole new revamp of design, everything, a bunch of new specs change, and then just a whole new phone in the lineup. And they're going to take a whole lineup phone away, so we're going to talk about that, and just a lot of other key changes into the lineup for the iPhone 17. So let's talk about it. It's coming in like less than a month, so very important, very interesting. Let's dive in this video and get started. So the four main models of this lineup are the iPhone 17, obviously the base model. Then something very interesting is that they're getting rid of the iPhone like 17 Plus. Like what I have, it's very good. It's just like a regular base model but bigger. So people who just want like a bigger screen to play games or just do anything with like bigger screen, you like it, bigger text, something like that. Whoever like that, that's gonna be gone sadly. But they are replacing it with around the same size of an iPhone, but it's gonna be much thinner and run kind of like the Pro models. It's gonna be the iPhone 17 Air. So you could think about like the iPad Air, the MacBook Air, something that's very light and thin. It's like the iPhone Air, which is a very good idea. Just like iPhone Pro models and just the iPhone like base models, all their weight and size, it was like mostly the same, but now they have some like variation. Now someone who wants like a very thin and light model, they can get that Air model, which is very nice. So the iPhone, all of these four models have All Motion Pro display, which is very nice, very good display, super smooth. I think it's like around 120 hertz refresh rate, which is very good. And then for the design, a lot of new features for the design. The camera bump is getting a huge revamp. They're going to change it up a lot. For the iPhone 17 Air, this is what it's rumored to look like. And then for the iPhone 17 Pro models, it's not completely decided, but it could be something like 3 cameras in a line next to each other, or it could be something that we see like the Pro models right now, and then kind of like a bump next to it, a whole bump. Both of these are very nice. I honestly like the bump better. It looks nicer, crisper, but both of these are nice, very good. I actually prefer these over like the Pro model cameras we have right now. And then Apple might have kind of like a new screen, which definitely reduces glare in the outdoors and just has a higher brightness too. So hopefully we get that. That'd be really nice. If somebody's using the phone next to you and you wanna watch them, if you're watching a video, it's very annoying if they have like the sun on their window. If you're in the car, the sun goes right into your eyes and you can like see absolutely nothing. So a screen like that would be very cool. And then the standard iPhone size is growing to a 6.3 inches. The iPhone Air is going to be 6.6 inches, and then the Max models stay at like 6.9 inches. And then this only applies for the Pro models, but their build is going to be more shifted to like a half glass, half aluminum feel and look, rather than like a titanium feel and look like how we have right now. And then the iPhone 17 is expected to run like iOS 26. iOS 27 will be coming later on next year. And then with the A19 chip, the Air and then the Pro models will run the A19 Pro. So definitely an upgrade from the A19 and the A18 that we have right now in our phones. For the RAM, the base iPhone stays at 8 gigabytes, while the Air and the Pro models boost all the way up to like 12 gigabytes, especially for like multitasking and then AI tasks. And then for the front camera for all of these phones, they upgrade to a 24 megapixel instead of 12 megapixel, so you can like FaceTime with ultra clear front camera footage. And then for the back, obviously Pro has 3 cameras, while the Air only has 1 actually. I think it's kind of like an iPhone 16e case. They have like a dual camera inside that 1 camera. But for the Pro models, they have 3 cameras with that, just regular camera, ultra wide camera, and then telephoto. So very nice. And then for charging, the Pro Max model and the Pro models, they might be able to reach like 5,000 mega amps, which is crazy. And then hopefully maybe like the base models could reach also like 25 watts of wireless charging, maybe even 35, which would be like a huge upgrade to 16 models and like models in the past. So the prices are definitely increased for this model. They're expected to be increased for like about like $50 for like the Pro models. So like if you go in the Pro models, let's say like on Apple's website, then you can see their Pro models would be like around, let's say like $1,000. This would be around like $1,050. So not bad, only $50 like increase, but I don't know if it's worth it since only a few more features. If you're looking for the design revamp, then definitely $50 is like a big like steal for like such a big design revamp. Very cool design, just for like $50 extra over the iPhone 16 Pro models. And then we also have a storage bump. So the minimum is only 256 gigabytes. Unlike last year's, the minimum was 128. So hopefully the prices also don't increase because they're increasing the minimum. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but I think 128 was completely fine. So it doesn't affect me that they increased it to 256 more memory, but hopefully they don't increase the price because I would definitely most rather have 128 gigabytes. So just a quick summary, the design is getting completely revamped. The iPhone 17 base models are still gonna look just like the iPhone 16, so it can create like that spatial video, two side by side instead of like diagonal. And then the iPhone 17 Air and the Pro models, that's where you see some variation. We actually don't know yet because these are just like leaks, which could be like false from like many people who work at Apple or just seen like Apple leaks. But with the WWDC super near, we are mostly sure that these are like the true leaks. So display 120 Hertz is definitely a win, very nice. For the cameras, 24 megapixel front camera is a huge upgrade for definitely like FaceTime and selfies like that. And then 3 cameras in the back, amazing. Just Apple doing Apple, amazing back cameras. The performance is gonna be amazing. The new A19 chip with 12 gigabytes of RAM with some models will be very smooth too. Combined with 120 Hertz, just amazing speed, amazing multitasking. And then the price, definitely higher, which is definitely a con, but there is also a much better specs sheet for this iPhone, so I don't know if it's worth it. $50 extra maybe for just like so many more specs, I would definitely take it. So overall, I think this is a very good iPhone. A design revamp and everything and new specs. I definitely love this iPhone and I can't wait maybe unbox it and show it to you guys. So that's it for today's video. I'll see you next one. Bye for now. YouTube Pro out.